Hello everybody, I'm Shadow Duke, and welcome to my quick guide for the Tears of Guthix quest. In order to start this quest, you will need 44 quest points, 49 firemaking, 20 mining, and 20 crafting. If you're an Ironman, you're also going to need 20 smithing, and actually 49 crafting. If you didn't want to craft your own lantern, you can get 36 thieving, and then do the Death to the Dorgashun quest to steal a lantern from one of the stalls in the Goblin City. Once you have all the requirements, it's now time to get the required items. You're going to need an oil-filled bullseye lantern, which I'll show you how to get later on, a cut sapphire, and another strong light source. If you have never been into the Lumbridge Swamp Caves, then you're going to need to bring a rope. If you don't know whether you've been there or not, just bring it just to be safe. Be aware that the emerald lantern that you get from the Lunar Diplomacy quest does not replace the bullseye lantern that you need to get. You cannot take the green sapphire out and put in the blue one. I know this from personal experience because that's what I tried to do, and I just ended up having to go back and make my own. In order to get the bullseye lantern, first you're going to want to go to Lumbridge Swamp and pick up a piece of swamp tar off the floor. You only need one. Once you have that, take a steel bar to an anvil and craft yourself a bullseye lantern. You'll also need molten glass to craft yourself a lens, and then you can use the lens on the lantern to get yourself a bullseye lantern. Currently it does not have oil, so it won't actually do anything. With the unfinished lantern in your inventory as well as the swamp tar, go to Remington and then run west into the chemist's house. On the eastern side of the house, you're going to see yourself a lamp oil still. Use your swamp tar on the oil still, and then use your lantern on it to fill it up. Once you've done that, you can light it and you're good to go. Now that you have all the items that you need, we need to go to the dark hole under the large tree near the Shattering Worlds minigame, located in the Lumbridge Swamp. If you haven't already, use your rope on the dark hole, and then climb down it. Make sure you have your light source, otherwise you're not going to be able to navigate the cave. While in the cave, run east, and then south over a small body of water. Then enter the cave into the Tears of Guthix cavern. At this point, you're going to want to unequip any items that you're holding, as well as followers that you have summoned currently. Now run east and talk to Juna. Choose option 1 and then accept the quest when prompted to. If you're holding items in your hand or you have a familiar summoned, this will not work. If you've already completed the Chosen Commander quest, you're going to have to choose option 4, then any option, then option 1, and then you can accept the quest. Now, use a cut sapphire on the bullseye lantern that's filled with oil, and then light it. If done correctly, it should say Sapphire Lantern. Go back to the northern side of the cavern where you entered, and then click on one of the light creatures to travel across the cavern. Once you're on that side, mine one of the rocks for a magic stone, and then craft that into a stone bowl by clicking on it. Jump down the cliff to the east, and then return to Juna and speak with her to complete the quest. You'll be rewarded with 1 quest point, 1000 crafting experience, and most importantly, the ability to play the Tears of Guthix game once a week. Once you've completed the quest, you can also use the games necklace to teleport directly here, so that way you don't have to walk through the cavern. The Tears of Guthix minigame is a weekly that gives a decent amount of experience in the lowest level skill that you have. In order to take part in the minigame, you'll need to unequip your weapons and shields, as well as have no familiars summoned. Once you have nothing equipped in your hands, you're going to want to talk to Juna and tell her a story. Once inside, you'll have a limited amount of time to gather as many blue tears from the walls as you possibly can. The more quest points that you have, the longer that you can stay in the room. While inside, click on the blue tears coming out of the walls and try to get as many of those tears as possible. Avoid clicking on the green tears since they will reduce the amount of tears that you've gathered. Once you've gathered as many tears as you could within the time given, the minigame will automatically end and you will be forced to leave the room. Based on the amount of tears that you've collected, it'll give you experience. and as I said before, it's going to go to your lowest level skill. And with that being said, that's all I have for you today. If you found this video useful in any way, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. I'd also like to thank our patrons for the support, and we do also stream on Twitch regularly, so I hope to see you guys there. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and I'll see you later. Bye.